In the chaotic and corrupt twilight of the Roman Republic, amid the ruins of a senatorial class grown fat on conquest and cruelty, two men emerged like sparks from a forgotten flame. Their names were Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus, brothers by blood, revolutionaries by spirit. To the ruling class, they were dangerous populists. To the masses, they were champions. But to the hidden initiates of truth throughout history, they were something far more profound. Illuminati before the name existed. To understand the Gracchi as Illuminati is to reframe history not as random motion, but as a war of ideologies, between the pyramid of power and the circle of reason. In the ancient world, knowledge was hoarded. Temples became banks, senators became kings in all but name, and truth was sacrificed on the altar of aristocracy. In this world, the Gracchi were insurgents in the secret war for illumination. Born in 163 BCE into the prominent Sempronian family, Tiberius was no stranger to the corridors of elite power. His father had been consul. His mother, Cornelia, was the daughter of Scipio Africanus. He could have joined the ranks of the ruling oligarchy, but he chose a different path, one of justice, reform, and upheaval. In 133 BCE, Tiberius, elected tribune of the plebs, proposed radical land reforms, enforcing long-ignored limits on land ownership and redistributing public land to dispossessed citizens. The purpose? To revive the dying Roman middle class, to restore economic balance, and more deeply, to awaken the people from servitude. He sought not just to change laws, but to alter consciousness, key tenets of Illuminati philosophy. Tiberius's land reform bill was not merely a populist gesture. It was an act of defiance against the Optimate-controlled Senate, the ancient world's equivalent of the modern plutocratic elite. In a system where power was measured by acreage and ancestry, Tiberius planted the idea that justice superseded privilege. He paid with his life. In an orchestrated riot, senators and their allies beat him to death in the very heart of Rome. But his death was no defeat. It was initiation by martyrdom, the first blood offering in a secret war that would continue for millennia. A decade later, Gaius rose to power not just to avenge his brother, but to fulfill the mission. Elected tribune in 123 BCE, he brought not one reform, but a revolution. Subsidized grain for the poor, new colonies for Roman citizens, a challenge to the Senate's judicial authority, and a bold attempt to integrate Italians into Roman citizenship. Gaius understood what few did, that a republic could not survive when the many were ruled by the few in the name of the many. His reforms mirrored the three pillars of the Illuminati: rational governance. He attempted to replace hereditary rule with meritocratic administration, justice through law. He challenged the corrupt courts by transferring judicial powers from the Senate to the equestrian order, unity through knowledge. By proposing citizenship for Italian allies, he challenged the artificial boundaries of nation and privilege. Gaius, like his brother, was destroyed, declared an enemy of the state and hunted down. Refusing capture, he chose death on his own terms. His followers were massacred. But his death was the death of a body, not an idea. Though defeated politically, the brothers sparked something that would never die: the awareness that systems of control could be challenged from within. In Illuminati terms, they were not simply reformers but initiates, men who awakened to the secret truth that behind political inequality lay a deeper ignorance, a mass hypnosis enforced by tradition, religion, and fear. They operated at the intersection of power and principle, offering the people not just food or land, but dignity. The awareness that the elite are not gods, that law can serve all, and that truth, once known, can never be unlearned. Their fall revealed how power defends itself, not through debate, but with daggers, not through reason, but repression. Yet every cycle of darkness births its countercurrent of light. And in every age, the Illuminati, under many names and in many masks, rise again to finish what the Gracchi began.